Hello everyone, Mike Caccioppoli here. What this is a recreation of what happened in Nevada, starting with the caucus back in February. Okay, this is a recreation. Hello. Hi, this is Harry Reid. Hello, Harry Reid here. Yes, hello. Can you get me a Guido, the pit boss, at the Paris Hotel, please? Guido, the pit boss, at the Paris Hotel. Thank you. Tell him it's Harry Reid. Harry Reid, Senator from Nevada. Thank you. Hello, Guido? Hi, is this the Guido, the pit boss at the Paris? Hi. This is Guido. This is Guido from New York who moved to Vegas in 1985 and is now a pit boss. Oh, hi. This is Harry Reid. Hello. Yes, Harry Reid, Senator Harry Reid. I would like you to let all your people, all your employees off for 3 hours instead of the usual 20-minute increments. The union 20-minute increment. Yes, 3 hours, and I want them to go caucus for Hillary Clinton. We have to make sure Hillary takes Nevada because I'm afraid there's a good chance she's not going to take Nevada. We need her to take Nevada. She just lost New Hampshire by a huge margin. I think like 22 points. So we really need her to take Nevada. Otherwise she's not going to be inevitable anymore. So I need to have you all. Oh, what's that? They're not registered voters. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. But this is Harry. You know who Harry Reid. I'm Harry Reid. You understand? You know who Harry Reid is, right? Okay, yes. You let them all go vote. Make sure they all go vote. Give them 3 full hours. 3 full hours. And make sure they all go caucus for Hillary. Caucus. Caucus for Hillary. Yes, caucus. It means you go. It's a way you vote. You vote. Yes, you go vote. You go there, and they show up in large numbers, and they scream her name out, and they intimidate the Bernie supporters. And we need to win the 5 casinos. So I'm going to be making the same call to the 4 other casinos and telling all those pit bosses, here's Guido at the Paris, right? That's you, right? There's Luigi, he's at the MGM. Okay, then there's Bruno, right? Bruno at the Tropicana, is that right, Bruno? No, Bruno's at, Bruno's the Flamingo. I'm sorry. Okay, Bruno at the Flamingo. Okay. Okay. We have Giuseppe, right? Giuseppe's at the Tropicana. Okay, Bruno's at the Flamingo and Giuseppe's at the Tropicana. And who is at the? Isn't there someone else I'm missing here? Isn't there someone I'm missing? Someone I'm missing. I know. There's someone at the Stratosphere. Isn't there someone at the Stratosphere we need to call? Who's that? Angelo. That's right. Angelo at the Stratosphere. We need to call all the 5 pit bosses and make sure they let all their employees off for 3 hours. I know they're not registered voters. I understand that. But tell them to go caucus for Hillary so she can win. Understand? This is Harry Reid. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Speak to you soon. Thank you. Okay, so that was the start of the whole thing. That was the start of the whole thing. Harry Reid called all the casinos and told them to have their employees go caucus for Hillary. So they did. Either go caucus for Hillary or you lose your job. It's pretty simple. So that's what happened, and Hillary barely won Nevada by like 5 points, all because of the Las Vegas casino. She lost the rest of the state. Just like in most states, she loses like 95% of the counties. Somehow ends up winning the state by a small margin, and she did this in Vegas. He helped her in Vegas. He knew that she'd probably lose if not for those casinos. They had to get those casino workers out there and told that they have to do this, and it's good for them anyway because Hillary's good for the casino business the way she's good for big banks on Wall Street, and Bernie would hurt the casino business because this is their ties to big banks in Wall Street. So they went out and they did that, and she barely pushed by. Now what happened was in the second round of caucuses at the county level, where you have to go back, the delegates have to go back and vote again. Mysteriously, Hillary's people didn't show up. Why? Because all these fake, phony, fraudulent casino workers didn't show up. They're not real voters. They just went that day because they were told to. So Hillary's people, of course, didn't show up because they're not real. And Bernie's people showed up en masse and flipped the state in his favor. So this takes you to the weekend and the state convention. And they were told, Bernie's people just flipped this. We have to find a way to flip it back. We can't. This will look really bad coming a couple of days before Kentucky and Oregon, and a few weeks before. This will look really bad if Hillary officially loses Nevada today. So the party chair there, who has given $10,000, this wasn't told to anybody, the state Democratic Party chair has given a $10,000 donation to Hillary Clinton. Oh, just a coincidence. Nothing to see here. Just a total fucking coincidence. She has given a $10,000 contribution to Bernie Sanders. So she's told, do whatever you have to do to make this flip the other way again. So they just decided on the spot, we're not going to count that second tier, even though those are the rules. We're not going to count that. We're going to pretend it didn't happen. We're going to go back to the original fraudulent casino vote in February, which is totally illegal. But she said, you know what? We'll make it democratic. We'll take a vote on it. All right. All those in favor of changing it, or all those against changing it, all those against changing the rules on the fly like this, nay. So the Bernie, like 90% of the people who are Bernie supporters, they scream, no, nay, nay. Okay, all those in favor of changing the rules, so we go back to the original vote, yay. And you know, the Hillary supporters, yay. The yays have it. Rules changed. Back to the first election. Over, I'm leaving, and she leaves. And that's what happened. Now, the news outlets, of course, that are owned by Hillary Clinton, come out and say, the Bernie people were mean and nasty, and Hillary took the state. It was contested, the Bernie supporters were mean and nasty, but Hillary won. Yay! That's how the mainstream media reported. And Barbara Boxer shows up. Now, what the fuck does Barbara Boxer have to do with Nevada? She's a lame duck senator from California. What the fuck does she have to do with the Nevada caucus? Pardon my French, but not really. So she shows up there, and they boo her. Boo. And she says, if you're booing me, you're booing Bernie Sanders. No, honey, we're booing you. No, they're not booing Bernie Sanders. They're booing you. You. I know your ego's too much to take. You can't be booed, but they're booing you for being there and being a Hillary cell. Now, what they also don't tell you is that half of her family is related to Hillary Clinton. I don't know, son-in-law, brother-in-law. She's got a niece who's a Clinton. There's like 8 family members that are involved with something like that. I might be exaggerating a little bit. But anyway, half of her family is basically Hillary Clinton's family. They're related. They have through marriages. They don't tell you that. That's not told. Doesn't tell you that. They don't tell you that. She's unbiased, though. She's the unbiased Barbara Boxer. Well, not really. I mean, she's not really even pretending to be unbiased. She was screaming, Hillary won! Hillary's our voice! This is the unbiased DNC, supposedly. So they kept booing her, and she said something that makes absolutely no sense. You're going to boo yourselves out of the election. What does that mean, you're going to boo yourselves out of the election? No, Hillary's going to give us Donald Trump. You and Hillary and DNC are going to give us Donald Trump. That's what's going to happen. That's what's happening. She said, I'm from Brooklyn, and I won't be bullied. That's interesting, since it's the other way around. See, the DNC, Hillary Clinton, the Clinton machine, the DNC establishment, the power-hungry, powerful, money-hungry DNC, they're the bullies. They've bullied Bernie Sanders and the supporters for the last year. You're the bullies. We're standing up for ourselves. That's the deal, Bob. That's the deal, Barb. We're standing up for ourselves. We're punching the bully back in the nose. And the bully doesn't know how to deal with it. That's what happened. And no, Nina Turner was not booed. About 7 mainstream media outlets said that Bernie supporters are booing their own supporters. They're booing Nina Turner. And Nina Turner came out and said, no, I wasn't booed. What are you talking about? Of course, yeah, Nina Turner was booed so much that she came back later with lawyers for the Sanders campaign to fight this bullshit. She said, no, I wasn't booed. What are you talking about? Here's the person who was supposedly booed saying I wasn't booed, and the media's reporting that she was booed. She goes, no, everyone was upset at what was happening, that this was being stolen from Bernie. They weren't booing me. But no, everyone, DNC's so fair, and the mainstream media is so fair, and Barbara Boxer's fair, and the head of the Nevada Democrats are fair. They're all fair. They're fair people. Fair people that have monetary relations with Hillary Clinton, that have familial relationships with Hillary Clinton. They're all fair. It's a fair process. Hillary's winning fairly. This is a fair thing. It's a fair process. Come on, get in your heads. Don't be so paranoid. What are you paranoid about? That the senator, the lame duck senator from California, is campaigning in the Nevada caucus. It's all fair. The senator from Nevada, who's also a lame duck, is making calls to the casino bosses to get his people to vote. Their people to vote. It's fair. It's all fair. This is Bernie or bust. Listen to me, people. Most of you don't know me. The people who know me. Well, here. I don't mention this because I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's anything heroic. More people should do it. I can see why people don't because the system is so stacked. But I ran for Congress in 2006. I ran for Congress as a Democrat. I've been a Democrat my whole life. I'm 44, since I'm 18. I ran for Congress in 2006 in Nevada. In Arizona. I don't know where I ran. Look at this. It's been in Arizona. Sorry. There's a lot of connections between Arizona and Nevada. I lived in Nevada. I worked as a talk show host there, and I interviewed Harry Reid several times face-to-face. And I ran in Arizona as in 2006 for U.S. Congress as a Democrat. But this is me. I'm a lifelong Democrat for, almost 30 years. I'm Bernie or bust. I'm Bernie or bust. I will not vote for Hillary Clinton. I will not vote for Hillary Clinton. And I will leave the Democratic Party if Bernie Sanders isn't the nominee. Now, believe me, if I'm saying this, if they've lost me, and, I want to say this is the final straw in Nevada, but my mind was made up before this, but a lot of people's minds are made up now after what just happened in Nevada. If they've lost me, they've lost millions. Trust me, if they've lost me, they've lost millions. And that means she can't win. Hillary cannot win. She can't. Donald Trump beats her by like 8 points among independents, and they hate him. His approval's minus like 35. Hers is like minus 25. Independents hate him, yet they're still going to vote for him over her. Most of Bernie supporters won't vote for her. They might vote for him. They might not. They might write in Bernie. Who knows? But they might not vote. But they're not voting for her. She can't win. She cannot win. She ain't getting any Republican votes. They detest her. She's not getting Republicans. She's not getting independents. She's not going to get a lot of Democrats. She can't win. Donald Trump will win in a landslide. He'll make Obama's victories over McCain and Romney look like, like nail biters, which they weren't. Just face the facts. You have to face these facts. If Bernie's the nominee, which after Nevada, can you see it? Can you see it? And this is why this delegate math. Let's say, let's say he gets 65% of the vote from here right now, which is going to be very difficult. Let's say he gets 7% of the vote in California, which is very difficult. She won California last time. Let's say it happens. Let's say he ends up with 10, 20, 30 more pledged delegates than her on June 14th. Do you think the DNC is going to hand it to him? You think Hillary's going to say, well, you got me. You came on strong at the end, Bernie. Yeah, you're the nominee. Of course not. It's going to go to the convention. And after what happened in Nevada, do you see them giving this to Bernie? I don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 months, 2.5 months. You never know. There's always hope that they'll come to their senses last minute. They still have over 2 months to do it. But unless Bernie's the Democratic nominee or he runs third party, Donald Trump's the next president of the United States. There's no doubt about this. There's no doubt about it. It's a no-brainer. It's happening. That's it. The math does not add up for Hillary. She cannot win. They've lost me. They've lost millions of other Democrats. They've lost them. They've lost lifelong Democrats. They've lost these new people who are just coming into the process now. And it's their own fault. It's their own fault. The DNC and Hillary Clinton are responsible for putting Donald Trump in office. Not Bernie Sanders, not Bernie supporters, not independents. The DNC and Hillary Clinton are responsible for making Donald Trump president. Period. Period. This Bernie's hurting Hillary's bullshit. Hillary is hurting Hillary. The DNC is hurting this country. That's the fact. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. That's all I have to say for now. Coming up tomorrow, Oregon and Kentucky. Very big. Hopefully Bernie can win them. Keep the momentum going into California in 3 weeks. And that's a friendly reminder. Anyone in Oregon who hasn't got their ballot out, if it's sitting there next to you, put the fucking thing in the ballot box, please. There's no reason not to. There's like 150 ballot boxes around the state. You have until 8 p.m. Tuesday, tomorrow, to do it. Get that in the ballot box. People in California have another week. A week from today is the deadline to register to vote as no party preference or Democrat. You're better off registering as Democrat, at least just for now, temporarily, just so you get the Democratic ballot. You don't have to worry about this nonsense about having to choose one or the other. And get out there and register and vote and go to BernieSanders.com and contribute. I keep on saying this. You have to contribute. BernieSanders.com, make your contributions. Fight the DNC. That's all I can say. At this point, it's a fight against the DNC. The establishment politicians who just are so narrow-minded and getting their establishment candidate, their chosen one, their anointed one, their queen in office, that they don't care that it's going to fuck them up in November. They don't care they're going to lose in November. It's very sad and very sick. Mike Caccioppoli, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.